to the next dimension.
Hey guys, Undercover Dudes all the way from down, and today I have a video about the new free-to-play game Call of Duty Online. Now we all know that Call of Duty is one of the biggest franchises out there. Millions upon millions of people play it, but now Activision Blizzard is trying to go and put their new game, their new free-to-play game, in the Chinese market. Now, pretty much at the moment, they have said that it's going to be exclusive to China. China's the only one that's going to get this game, and the outside world really can't get it unless you have some ways of torrenting or something like that. But I really doubt it because their rules are very strict. But they're partnering up with a local internet giant called Tencent, and they're pretty much one of the biggest in China. So they're going to be partnering up with them to release it to the Chinese market. Now, it's going to be based on the tried and true method that users can play for free, but have to get more advanced weapons items by paying. And that's pretty much all the free-to-play FPS games you see in the world. Now, COD Online mirrors Modern Warfare 1 and 2 in theory, however, has been changed to better suit the Chinese free-to-play market. It may look like Call of Duty and have the same functions per se, but it will be a definite difference in gameplay mechanics due to be made for a pure Chinese audience at the moment. It's not a rehash, they say. It's completely new with different design and storyline that took 2 years to produce. This is what Activision said. Now, customization is a big highlight, Activision says as well. Like, you can customize all your guns, you can put scopes in it, you can put all different, put camos. Like, really big emphasis on customization. And the fact you can buy stuff and make your guns even better and make your character look even better. That's a very big focus of them. Now, COD Online is going to be the main rival to a hugely successful game, Crossfire, which generates nearly $1 billion in revenue every year. At the moment, nothing has touched the Asian free-to-play FPS king, so this will bring stiff competition. Developers say COD Online will dominate Crossfire, being a better looking and functioning game. Now, why they're doing this is simple. AB has seen a void which they can exploit. Crossfire is a very average game, and by making a game which is far superior, will corner the free-to-play FPS market in China. Free-to-play games can generate an amazing amount of money. Some people only pay for free, some people will put a bit of money in, and some people literally put hundreds of dollars into the game, which has the same functionality as its $60 counterpart. This can be seen in games like Combat Arms, League of Legends, and really any successful free-to-play game. However, most people ask him why Activision Blizzard is only targeting China at this point. Well, it's a clever marketing strategy which will pay off, in my opinion. China is one of the world's largest gaming nations, especially with the free-to-play market. But launching a game here is the biggest test if the game will float or sink. If it works in China, it will work globally. Crossfire, in my opinion, is not a very good game, yet so many people play it. If COD Online completely supersides this, there will be a surefire way to know that this game will be good across the world. However, this genre is still small-ish comparison to the Western world, so it'll be interesting how the Chinese market react to it, because they've been mostly known for like StarCraft and stuff like that. So FPS games, and especially free-to-play, it's just kind of if it will work. It's a bit of a risk on their part. AB says that it will be only China at the point, as I've said. However, like the hugely successful game Combat Arms, there's a likelihood that sometime, in some moment in time, there'll be a global release depending on the success of the original. So if AB does really good in China, then they're gonna be, it's gonna just say, okay, it's gone really good, I think we can release it to the world, because it's like, China is the ultimate test. If you can get people in China to play the game, people across the world are going to play. It's just a surefire way of testing it. However, before this can even happen, it has to get past China's strict laws. Now, pretty much China, Korea, stuff like that, they have really strict laws relating to games, and people saying, how does this work? One really good example is that a console like the PS3, the Xbox, the Wii have been completely banned in China. You cannot get one legally. Now, you can get one on the grey market per se, you can buy one, but there isn't really, pretty much you can't use it. You can't buy these consoles in China. Now, using them, they're not going to go over your house and bang down the walls and stuff like that and see if you're using one, but it is illegal to buy. So making this game for the free-to-play market on the PC is a really, really good tactic. Now, releasing this will also fill that said gap I've said and make China ravel in the Call of Duty phase, because the world is pretty much being raveled up in Call of Duty. Everyone loves it. It's like one of the best games, people say. They play it for hours on end, and they really hope that Chinese gamers will get on this bandwagon and play as much as the Western world has been playing it. In my opinion, I think this is a really awesome thing. Free-to-play games, pretty much not many people really know about. It's all about the paid-to-play games and stuff like that. So this is definitely gonna get free-to-play games on the market. And being that it's going to be, you know, a game like Call of Duty, it's going to be very, very different, and hopefully more people get to play games like this and just say, okay, if I like this game, I can buy the full release one, but if I don't like it, I can just play this free version. It'll be absolutely no problem. If it did come to global, I'll definitely try to get it, and I know there's people that are going to be trying to find a way to get into the Chinese version using like an IP address change and find a fake social security number and stuff like that. I know most will fail, but there will be some people that will get in. Hopefully there will be some leaked gameplay on YouTube, because Chinese gamers don't have access to YouTube. So if someone goes and leaks it, then that would be really, really, really nice. Now, pretty much open beta testing is going to be coming out later in. It has to be reviewed, as I said. But generally, it seems like this game is going to be very, very, very successful in the Chinese market. But for now, it's Undercover Dudes, all the way from Down Under, out.